YouTube. YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Juice. Coming at you from the Boxing Truth Serum. Here's where I give you my opinions and the ins and outs of what's going on in the current state of boxing. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so now. It's a new channel. We're just now getting started. And hit that like button so we can share it among others. Now let's get into it. Look, over the weekend we had a epic display of boxing, one-sided fight by the Truth, Errol Spence Jr. against Mikey Garcia. For those of us who know and understand boxing and knew what this was, we understood that this was going to potentially be a dominant performance put on by Errol, which he was, despite the fact that he didn't stop Garcia in the fight. But the punishment that Garcia endured for those 12 rounds, I believe, was about 9 minutes unnecessary. I believe that his brother, which his father had advised, should have stopped the fight in like the 9th round. I mean, at that point, Mikey couldn't win the fight. He couldn't hurt Earl. You know, he was just basically just being a punching bag in there. And them body shots, even though he was blocking some of them head shots, them body shots was wicked. I mean, they was wicked. I mean, Earl was just teeing off on this dude, you know, and he should have stopped the fight. And forget about this so-called moral victory stuff. The moral victory was him accepting the fight in the first place and getting paid the way that he got, very handsomely, from the pay-per-view numbers and whatever he received throughout that gate. So that was a moral victory enough. But we do understand that there's levels and weight classes in this fight game, and it was show displayed Saturday night, you know. And I don't know how well Mikey's going to recover from this. His brother he gives the impression that Mikey wasn't really hurt too bad, that he was able to deflect a lot of the blows and all this other stuff. I ain't buying it. You know what I'm saying? Because I sat there and watched it. I went back and rewatched that fight 4 times. And what really entails, it shows you the game plan that Derrick James came up for Earl in that fight. That was an exceptional game plan. And Earl really displayed and showed the world that he's not just a come-forward fighter, that he don't just press people out all the time, that the kid can actually box, which we all knew that, because anytime you go to the Olympics, we understand what that's about. We know you don't win Olympic games just pressing people out. You win it by boxing. You know, hitting and not get hit. That's how the scoring system is set up. So I think Earl gave y'all a little taste, and perhaps you thought it was tough for him to get fights before. It's going to be really, really, really tough for him to get fights now, because it's a lot of stuff that you're going to have to actually go to the basement and figure out how to come up with a game plan to beat this kid. I mean, he's big, he's strong, he got a motor, you know what I'm saying? That pace he set was just sick, you know what I'm saying, on Garcia. And throwing over 1,000 punches, 147-pounder at 5'9", 160 pounds, throwing punches like that. Forget about it. Forget about it. I know we all still thinking that Terrence Crawford is the answer. You know, are you Terrence Crawford fans out there? I mean, me particularly, I just like boxing. You know what I'm saying? I don't sway one way or another, but my eyes don't play tricks on me. I do know when I see something, I know what I like. Period. And the way and the skills that that boy Earl got, I don't see nobody beating him, not in that division. You know what I'm saying? And like he said before, I'm going to put on a performance of domination one-sided to show that you don't just come up or come down, because if you do, you got to come see me. And the work that he put in on Saturday was very integral. I can see what that boy talk. I can see why he is who he is. You know what I'm saying? The truth. I'm trying to. I was trying to figure out, where does Mikey Garcia go from here? You know what I'm saying? Where does he really go from here? Does he go back to 135 where he has the WBC belt and potentially get a fight with Lomachenko, or does he just go down a step and fight those 140? You got some nice little contenders and champions, or title holders, I should say, at that 140. You got Maurice Hooker, Progress, Ivan. He ain't gonna fight Ramirez because they're in the same camp. But it's Josh Taylor. You know, got some cats that's in that junior welterweight division that's pretty good that I would like to see him go up against. I think he should really get out of the 147 weight class. It's too much for him. You can tell he's just not ready, and that's the reason why his brother and his father didn't want to fight to begin with. You know, it's progressions to this thing. If you're gonna move up if you're gonna try to jump up from 135, where you fought Robert Easter, to 147, come on, man. And then you're gonna try to fight the biggest dude and the baddest dude, you know, in the division. That was just, to me, it was stupid. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you were just really, you know, if it was really just about the money, I can understand it. He went out and bought him a Lambo, bought Pops a new truck, you know what I'm saying? Probably got a few other little trinkets and toys and stuff with the money he was potentially getting or earned for this fight. And then he was going to call it quits. Then I can dig that. I mean, I can understand it. I mean, it's smart if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because he pulled off the largest attendance of here of recent that we've seen. You know, especially in the last 7-8 years at least. You know what I'm saying? Depending on when it, can't remember when that Cotto and Pacquiao fight was. But anyways, if that was his game plan, then he was successful at accomplishing it, and you can't be mad at that. So other than that, I'm gonna tell you, please subscribe to the channel. You know, it's a new channel, just getting started. I got a couple videos I'm going to release out here. You know what I'm saying? You guys check it out. If you like it, hit the like button for me, please. And until I see you again, late.